Hi guys, me again. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my utility bills, especially gas, because the prices at the moment have gone through the roof, and how I keep my home warm and how I keep me and my son warm as well. So I filmed this video maybe about 5 or 6 times, and every time I think, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that and I forgot to mention that. So this is it now. I've written down what I think are the most important. If I've forgotten anything, I'll write it in the comments below. And if you guys think I've missed anything and you think it really helps you and it could help me, please leave a comment in the comment below, because I'm always looking for suggestions and new ideas about everything. Right, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about prices and what I pay. In 2018 I got a smart meter, and it's actually in October I got it, so almost 3 years ago now that I've had the smart meter, and it's the best thing I've ever done. I don't have to think about giving meter readings. You know, they were taking so much money off me the first year. I think it was like £200-300 in credit, and that's a lot of money. It was really handy to get it back in March, don't get me wrong, but from to take that massive chunk of money when I knew I wasn't using it really annoyed me. And then having the hassle of having to put your meter readings in and everything. So I've got this smart meter. It sits on top of my microwave, and I can check it all the time. When I first got it, I checked it continuously. But now I'm not so bad. I know it's there, and I can control my usage of electricity and gas brilliantly, because I'm with Utility Warehouse and I get my gas and electricity off them. I don't know what companies you are with, but I find they're the best company for me. So the more you have with them, the cheaper your bills are. Yeah, they give you money off your bills and stuff, so the more you buy with them, the better. So I get my landline, my broadband, my gas and my electricity, and my bill has gone up slightly this year because I needed to get faster broadband for uploading my videos and everything. So now my bill every month is around £91. I'd rather overpay my bills than underpay, so I don't have to find like that chunk of money somewhere. Yeah, so for my phone, broadband, gas and electricity I pay £91 a month, which I think is absolutely amazing. Could I get it cheaper? Possibly. I could cut down even more. But this is what I'm safe with, so this is what I do. So at the moment, let me just show you my smart meter, and you can see what I've used this month so far. Okay, so that was my smart meter. For my electricity, I always like to spend £1 a day. Now, because of lockdown and just being at home more, that made the prices go up. My son was home, he went to school for a week and then he got sent home for over a week because his class had like crazy amount of positive cases. So I homeschooled him, so obviously because he's home we use more electricity, and you know, like for cooking, TV on, computer on. So yeah, just having him home, I've used more electricity. And obviously I'm working a lot more from home now, so I've got my computer on. That costs more money because I'm doing the YouTube videos, and also my sewing machine most days now is flat out, so that all adds up. But still, what I've used so far on electricity this month is not bad at all. I'm on a gold tariff with Utility Warehouse because I get my other utilities with them, so the price comes down. And for my electricity I pay 20.412p a day standing charge, and then my electricity is 19.337p a unit, or kilowatt, I'm not sure, can't remember what it's in, but yeah, that's what I pay. So obviously, you know, you might be able to get that cheaper, great, but this is what I pay. Now gas, I pay, so up until Thursday, I pay 23.101p in standing charges for my gas a day, and my unit rate is 3.446. Now on the 1st of October it changes, so my gas price is going up to 4.174p a unit, but my standing charge is coming down to 22.036p. Now, like I say, I pay £91 a month, and that can change. It depends. If I use my landline, it goes up and down. If I use more electricity or more gas, then they will take a bit extra off me. But at the moment I pay £36 a month for my gas, for my electricity, sorry, and I pay £14 a month for my gas. And I was thinking of maybe putting my standard, you know, my gas money up, maybe to about £20 a month. But at the moment I'm £90 in credit with my gas, and I'm £70 in credit with my electricity. So they don't need to change. Even over the winter now, they don't need to change. I know I've got enough money and I won't owe them a massive bill or anything like that. So my personal use, Utility Warehouse are saying, is £259, and that's what I spend on gas a year. And because these prices are going up, it'll end, if I keep it exactly the same as what I spent last year, it's £292, so it'll cost me £33 more a year. That's how much gas is going up. Crazy. This year it was cold until nearly June. It was freezing, so I know I had the heating on more. I tend to put the heating on in November and I turn it off at the end of March, April, but I'm sure I didn't turn it off till the end of April, maybe the middle of May. So I know I used more last year, so maybe this year it might be milder and I won't use as much. But with the prices going up, people might struggle to find that extra money. I thought I'd tell you what I do before I turn my heating on. So even in November, I know in my head, right, if it's cold, I can put that heating on. But before then, I try to do everything I can to keep warm without turning the heating on. And my number one thing that I do is I buy blankets. I have loads and loads of blankets. You don't need loads, but that is one thing I buy, blankets. And as you can see, I've got one on this chair now. This is a leather chair and leather is freezing. So sitting here, not moving that much on the computer, it's cold. So I put blanket on the chair. I put blankets on my sofas to sit on, and that keeps them really warm. And then we also have blankets over us. I also put loads of blankets on the beds. You know, they could be the same blankets from the lounge, and then I put them in the beds, and then when we wake up in the morning, I fold them and put them back in the lounge ready. But yeah, I buy them in charity shops. I buy them from normal shops if they're on special offer. I've bought 2 in the lounge this year. And they were half price in Wilko's at the moment, and they're massive. So they're like 200 centimetres by 250 centimetres, which is 2 metres by 2.5 metres each. So they're massive, they're fluffy and soft, and they were £8 each because at the moment they're half price. So I bought like a beige one and a dark grey one. I put them on, and they will last me years. You know, I've had my blankets years, and every year, you know, I might buy 1 or 2 more. I even have like throws and stuff on in the summer. It just protects them as well from the kids making a mess. But yeah, I buy loads and loads of blankets. Yeah, that's one thing that I do before I think, oh, it's cold, put the heating on. No, grab a blanket. Another thing I do is I wear more clothes in the house. So in winter I put more layers on. Now I was talking to some of the mums outside school and they were on about their summer wardrobe and their winter wardrobe and kind of like swapping everything over now it's going cold, which I understand. But what I do in winter is I use my summer vests, but I might wear 2 or 3 of them under my jumper. So I never really swap my summer and my winter clothes, like leggings and stuff like that, I wear under jeans if I'm really, really cold. So I don't put my leggings away in the winter. I just use them to layer up. So my summer and my winter wardrobe, they kind of cross over anyway, so I don't have that, you know, obviously some things, but yeah, I just tend to have the same wardrobe. In the winter though, I wear more like jumpers and fleeces and stuff like that to keep me warm. So lots and lots of layers, thick socks, slippers, fluffy pyjamas, dressing gowns. There's all the rage at the moment is hoodies. I've had mine now for about 6 years. It's not quite an hoodie, but it's I always thought it was like a fluffy nightie with long sleeves and a hood, but no, it's apparently one of these hoodies. So yeah, my sister bought me that 6 years ago and I absolutely love it. I've got a dressing gown, my little boy's got a dressing gown, you know, like all my hoodies, I've got hoods, my dressing gown's got a hood, my hoodie's got a hood, and I won't go as far as wearing a hat in the house, but you know, I pull the hood over because you lose a lot of heat from your head. So yeah, that's kind of number 2 thing we do is cold heating on. No, can you put some more clothes on? Absolutely, put some more clothes on. So lots of layers, lots of warm clothes, and you don't even need to buy big fluffy socks. You can just put a couple of pairs on. It's fine. The next thing I do, or another thing I do, is I have blinds and curtains on most of my windows. The only place I don't have blinds are the toilet and the bathroom. I've got a separate toilet to the bathroom and I haven't got blinds in there. I've made some curtains for the toilet, and this year I'm making some curtains for the bathroom. I've got an extractor fan in the bathroom and no heating whatsoever in the toilet or the bathroom. It gets freezing in there. So this year I am making a curtain and putting it up because I think that will help. What I usually do is I shut the bathroom door and put a draft excluder underneath it, and that keeps the heat from escaping. But as soon as I open that door to go and wash my hands or we have a bath, it's freezing in there. So I want to have that curtain up and I want to be able to leave the door open so the radiator in the hall warms it up a bit. Yeah, so curtains and blinds on every window, and just before it gets dark, about half an hour to 45 minutes before it gets dark, I go around and I shut all the curtains, all of them, close the blinds and shut the curtains. And like I was saying with the draft excluders, I put draft excluders on the door, and because I'm a first floor flat and the stairs coming up, that hallway is absolutely freezing, and it's just a glass door at the top. It's not double glazing or anything. So I put a curtain door up. That's the first thing I did when I moved in. Is I think they're amazing. If you can get them, curtain doors, you don't even have to put a pole up, just anything that you can cover the doors with. My mum and dad always used to do it in our house. We lived in an old farmhouse. It was freezing, no central heating, just coal fires and log burners. So that's one thing my mum always would do, is put a curtain up over the doors, over the front one and the back one. So this one I got it from Shaw's, and I think it was only £10. It wasn't a massive amount of money, and I've been in this flat 6 years now, so it's more than paid for itself. So draft excluders, close the curtains, draft excluders, and draft excluders you can make yourself, you don't even need to buy them. just a bit of fabric, stuff it with anything. When I first moved in this flat, I couldn't afford, I bought the door curtain, but I couldn't afford a lot of things, so the draft excluder I made myself. I got a bit of fabric, sewed it up, and I stuffed it with newspaper because that's all I had at the time. So, and I've still got it, works a treat. So anything you've got, old jumpers or anything, just stuff them on the doors just to keep the draft out. Makes the world of difference. Yeah, so blankets, clothes and curtains. Now then, I love having my windows open, and if I could, I'd have them open all day, every day. Today and yesterday though, I noticed I'm having to close them. I left them open too long yesterday, and today I can feel it in the house. It's cold, even though it's cold outside. It's colder outside. It shouldn't be this cold in the house, and it's because I had the windows open yesterday. So what I do with the windows when I can is I have them open for 10 minutes a day and no more. I just let the air circulate and that's it then. I shut them. I don't care how nice it is outside, because once the house gets cold inside the walls, it's really hard to heat this flat up. Yeah, this is just a 2-bedroom flat. It's not massive, but it's quite big for a flat. I've got 5 radiators in here and that's it. I've got no heating in the kitchen, and the kitchen's quite large. I've got no heating in the toilet or the bathroom. My son's got a radiator in his bedroom, I've got one in mine. I've got 1 in the hall and 2 in the lounge, but the lounge is like open plan and it's an L shape, so it's a massive room to heat. And also I have laminate flooring in the lounge, which is cold anyway. So we always wear socks and slippers in the winter. You know, it might be fluffy socks and slippers, whatever we've got, we wear. So yeah, blankets, clothes, curtains, draft excluders, door curtains, and then I think, oh, is it feeling cold? And yeah, so what I do then is I go around and light candles, and this helps with my electricity bill and my heating bill. I have loads and loads of candles just in the lounge though. I tend to I don't like them in the bedrooms, but in the lounge and maybe the bathroom or the hall, I like to light candles. It makes the room feel warmer and I don't have to have as many lights on. And candles are really, really cheap. You can buy bags of tea lights. There's like 100 for £2.25 in Asda. And yeah, any candles, and I buy them all year round. As soon as they're on special offer, I buy them. And you know, from charity shops, anywhere. All the charity shops that are open now, I really miss them. So I go around and I light a load of candles. The next thing we do then, before I turn the heating on, if it's really super cold, we go to bed. I don't care if it's 7 o'clock or before. I don't care what time it is. If we've eaten and it's cold and dark, we go to bed. I know that's not for everybody. That's just something I do. I've got a TV in my room. I've got my phone. And my little boy comes into bed with me. So what I do in the bedrooms, in both of them, I've bought teddy bear fleece bedding for both beds. So we have sheets and the quilts and the pillows. Then on my bed I have an electric blanket. In my son's bed I put a hot water bottle. Again, we have loads of blankets and loads of layers, and we're lovely and warm and snuggly. On my son's bed up here, I'm underneath my son's bed now, and he has a cabin bed or 3/4 bed, whatever, and on the top of it I have like a canopy. I'll show you. So that's the canopy on my son's bed. So that's a canopy, and it cost me £6.99 I think from Lidl. It was on special offer, and the reason I bought that is because my son does this crazy thing where he jumps out of bed. You know, like when we're falling off a cliff and we twitch, and he doesn't. He actually jumps out of bed. And when I bought this bed, that was the first thing I got him. He wanted this bed. It was his choice. And that's the first thing I bought him, because I thought if he jumps out of there, I'll be in a mess. So yeah, I bought him that. But what that does is it keeps him so warm. So, you know, like in the old-fashioned days, that's why they had the four-poster beds with the curtains and everything round. It keeps it nice and warm in there. That was just an accident. I didn't think of that reason. It wasn't to keep him warm. That was to keep him safe. I have seen now that you can actually buy like a tent to go on your bed. So if you're cold, you can get in this tent and it makes like a nice little warm environment for you. I think it was in America last year when they had those horrendous snowstorms and nobody had any heating or electricity for like 7 days. They were making these makeshift tents to go on the bed to stay warm. Yeah, so that's turned out really handy. And he also goes to bed with his hot water bottle. I put it in before, you know, he goes to heat his bed up. I also bought him one Christmas this little fluffy teddy bear thing. It's like a little bear shape. They're called Woodland Animals, and I got them from Home Bargains, or got it from Home Bargains. There's different designs there, and it was £2.99. And inside there is a bag of beans that you heat up in the microwave, and then you stuff back in this teddy bear and close it, and it's like a heat pack, and he can hug all that, and you know, that keeps him warm as well. That was a great gift and really, really cheap, and I know they were there last year, so they might be there again this year. They might have gone up slightly in price, but still, you know, that's an amazing gift. And yeah, dual purpose. They're happy with the teddy, and you can keep them warm. Those are my main things that I do. So then I go through all that. The blankets, the candles, the clothes. I go to bed, and then if my little boy turns round to me and says, "Mummy, I'm cold," then I do put the heating on. I only ever put the heating on when he's here. I don't put the heating on when I'm here on my own. I just, you know, I don't need it. I'm fine, but I don't want him to get cold. I can put up with that. And by doing all those things and not putting the heating on, that's how I can keep my gas bill so cheap. Another thing I do is, I've just thought now, sorry, is I wash up once a day. That's it. I only wash up once a day. I don't wash up continuously every time I eat or anything like that. I wash up once a day because the gas heats my hot water and my central heating. So wash the dishes once a day. And another thing we do is we have showers, not baths. My little boy will have a bath on a Sunday before school because I just think that's really nice. And he has like a bubble bath and it chills him out after the weekend. So he goes to bed nice and early and he gets up all ready for school on Monday. But during the week, showers. And I only ever have a shower as well. And we tend to stay in the shower for like 2 minutes. And that's it, which is really easy with my little boy because he goes in and washes his hair out. Me, you know, I like to wash my hair, condition it, takes a bit longer. But now I'm getting, like, when I first started doing it, it was really hard, and I think maybe I washed a leg and my 2 minutes were over. But now I'm getting used to it. Sometimes I go slightly over. But yeah, we tend to have showers rather than baths. One, because it uses a lot less gas and water. I think that's about it really. Those are just some of the things that I do to keep my gas bill down. And obviously it's working because, like I said, I only pay £14 a month and I'm £90 in credit with them already. Now it's just me and my little boy in this flat. So it is a lot easier just because it's the two of us, but a lot of these principles you can use if your family is bigger. So if you guys have any other hints or tips that you guys use to keep your gas bill down, let me know. Just drop me a comment below, and if I think of anything else that I do, I will let you know. I'm not filming this video again, that is it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!